Welcome to Talmudic Treasures. Today we're learning Chagigah, page 5, which discusses the story of Rabbi, who used to travel for 3 months in order to be able to finally get to a study hall. And because he had many responsibilities and obligations, he was only able to stay there for 1 day. But at least he utilized his time as wisely as he possibly could for that 1 day, and then afterwards he would travel back. And because of this, people used to call him that he was this one-day rabbi, and he began to feel a little bit bad about it. However, the Talmud said that there's no reason that this person should feel bad, because any person that learns Torah, even for 1 day, in this, the Torah considers it as though he actually learned an entire year. The question is, this individual did not learn a whole year. He only learned for 1 day. But because he decided for that 1 day that he was free, that he would devote his time to learning, therefore he's accredited for all those other times. Even though he wasn't learning, it's as though he was learning, because he had no other ability, no other free time. And if he would have had more free time, he wouldn't have just learned 1 day. By his actions, he clearly would have learned many days. He would have learned every single day. And therefore, because of his impossible schedule, he was only able to learn 1 day. It's ke'ilu, it's as though he actually learned a whole year. Which is also how it's explained that when it comes to a person who learns Torah and devotes themselves with proper actions, but they also need to sleep, we of course need to eat, we have to take care of ourselves. So on this, we are accredited for actually doing proper actions and learning Torah even while we're sleeping. Because Hashem views it that if you would somehow not need to do those things, you'd be focused on doing spiritual acts. Therefore, the sleeping is a spiritual act. Therefore, the eating is a spiritual act. And therefore, you get credit for that as well. We also find on this page that one person who it's really impossible for that person to learn, but they make it their business to be able to do so. It's so powerful that it literally brings God, so to speak, to tears. It shows that if a person really wants to accomplish something, they have the ability to do it. But you have to have the mindset to want to accomplish. There are so many things in our lives that we could easily end up making up excuses. But if we have a specific goal in mind, we could accomplish anything we put our minds to.